Hey guys, we are here in Dubai. We've got one more day.
Yes.
We apologise if it doesn't sound as good as normal. We don't have our mic with us. And look at these spotlights shining on my head.
I know, the setup's not perfect and I've lost my voice. So apologies
You
in
were
advance.
screaming last night?
I wasn't though.
She was drinking last night.
Yeah, I think it's more so that I think I've pickled my vocal cords.
How is everybody? It's been an exciting weekend. We've got obviously lots to talk about with the fight yesterday. Did everyone enjoy it? I have to say I was pleasantly surprised. It was a lot better and a lot more entertaining than I was expecting.
Hi Dylan, pleasantly surprised by the actual fight, not maybe with some people's experience with the stream, but obviously we'll get to that. We've got a super chat. Lozzie, do you want to? Possible pilot deviation, thank you, and welcome back. Eddie was on point with his hermit crab attack. This is going to be a hot mess of a life, isn't it?
It really is. Well, I think everyone's seen the memes already.
Oh man, I've spent all day looking at memes from last night. There are some funny ones.
Yeah. I actually think, the fight was really good. We may as well start with that because I know we're going to get asked a lot of questions, but I genuinely think both guys did amazing. Let's remember, these are not professional boxers. They are two former strongmen that have trained really hard and put on a hell of a show. They've both got tremendous heart, tremendous power. I think it was clear to see that Thor looked like he was the more skillful boxer.
Yeah, definitely.
But Eddie caught him, especially early on, a couple of times, and Eddie hit hard. I think the problem was Thor then started to get the range and managed to keep Eddie away. Eddie started swinging that big haymaker, and he just wasn't connecting after the second round, really. But he kept fighting hard right to the end.
I think, considering he looked like he'd sort of blown his load quite early, and he was already blowing. Yeah, I was amazed that it went all 6 rounds. I was really pleased. I was worried it was going to be a 20-second fight after all of this build-up and hype, but
it was. They were both amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I've done a bit of sparring. I know how hard it is. I hope you guys can still hear us.
It's doing a Segi.
Yeah, we're doing a Segi.
This stream is not hosted by Segi, I should point out. We can't blame them for everything.
Normally when we're at home, we've got our Ethernet cable. Everything's nice and secure and solid. Yeah. I hope you guys can hear. It's okay now. Cool. That's good.
Good. Don't touch anything, Lazo.
Right. It's okay now. Good.
Yeah. Go back to that last question. Just say what you... Yeah, so will there be a rematch?
There is talk of a rematch.
I don't want to see a rematch.
I think Eddie needs to go and spend some time with his family, chill out. I think figure out what they want to do. I mean, if they get the opportunity to have a rematch, they probably will. Do I want to see a rematch? Honestly, no. I want this to all be over. I think it was a great match. They looked like they had some respect for each other by the end of it. Both fought as hard as they could. Thor, really good, good skills. I think some of those hard hits that Eddie got in on him early on sort of put him on the back foot.
Shook him a bit.
Yeah, I mean, he said Eddie hit hard, and you can tell that. So, yeah, I think the general consensus is we don't want a rematch.
A lot of fans don't want a rematch either.
The only good thing, I think, a lot of people were worried about strongman, and I think they showed that strongmen can adapt and do different sports. And I was talking to Terry Hollands about this earlier today. A lot of us have been really good at other sports, but people see us get really big and strong and train specifically for strongman and think that we can't do anything else. I think most top athletes have the ability to adapt and change and, train for different sports. And give someone like Thor 5 years of boxing, it'd be interesting to see how good he could be.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no rematch. So we've got Europe's coming up. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to getting back to strongman. The worst thing about this week has been, I feel like it's brought the worst out of everybody. Like, we're used to, everyone just loves strongman, and we all enjoy it, even if we disagree about certain things sometimes. But it's like with every video that we've put out, it's like, Thor's fans, Eddie's fans arguing. You're biased to Thor, you're biased to Eddie. This is in the same video. It's like it's not been that normal positivity, and we felt it around the hotel as well. It's been strange. I'm glad it's over. I'm really glad.
Yeah, I am really looking forward to getting home, getting focused on Europe, getting focused on Worlds.
Yeah. And just enjoying strongman again.
Yeah.
Dylan, sorry to be that guy. No, you're not, but thank you for the chat anyway. What secret technique was Eddie hiding all this time? I think it was the switch to southpaw was what he was hiding. But I don't think it. Oh well, obviously we know it wasn't enough.
I think the first round it did throw Thor a little bit, but I think then he sort of found his range. I mean, if Eddie caught him with one or two more of those big haymakers, it could have been a really early night. And I think at one point, a lot of people thought it might be.
Yeah, he knocked Thor down, but at the end of the day, Thor outboxed him, didn't he?
He did. It was quite cool for me, like doing the commentating with Barry. Because Barry Jones is a former WBO lightweight champion, and he was actually really impressed. So to hear a boxing expert be impressed, he wasn't saying they're going to be world champions and stuff.
No,
but he said he's seen people at that kind of level
for
and time frame.
Celebrity boxing match.
He said it was a lot more technical than he thought it was going to be. Yeah. He was expecting a lot of like clinching and leaning, which I think a lot of us expected. And the guys both stood there and fought. They both wanted to box, which was, I think, so many people thought it might end in a disqualification at certain points.
Yeah,
especially with what we saw leading up to the.
Yeah, definitely. I was certain someone was going to get headbutted. Jonathan, thank you for the super chat. Did Eddie have an issue with his right arm? It looked dislocated. He didn't lift it once to defend or jab when he switched stance, and no rematch.
No, it's just Eddie's orthodox style of boxing.
Unorthodox.
What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
I think Eddie needs.
I can't save you.
I think Eddie, if he's going to continue the boxing, needs someone that's going to tell him what to do. I think sometimes Eddie wants to do things his way, and maybe he needs someone that's just going to say, right, you need to go back to basics. And
yeah. We've not been in Eddie's training camp. We don't know how that goes. We don't know if he's been taught to box this way or if he's decided this is the way he's boxing, no matter what his trainers say.
I mean, he didn't have the reach to beat. I mean, they said that he had the same reach, but I don't really think he does. Thor looked like he could just keep him away with that jab. So he had to try and get inside, and early on it nearly worked.
Yeah. Nearly.
Sent Thor on his ass at one point, and Thor said he's never been knocked down. So it was good to see some respect for each other at the end.
Yeah. Any really famous people in the building last night? So Martin Ford was on the sofa next to me.
Larry Wheels was there.
Larry was there. Anyone else? Oh, is it not Barry White?
Barry White. I don't think Barry White's going to be watching many boxing.
Boxing Barry. There was someone.
Was there?
Oh, I don't know. Martin C had a picture with him.
All right.
Oh, I can't remember now. But yeah, there were a couple of it. I guess it depends.
There were sort of like influencers and stuff like that. I'm not sure we knew some of them.
We don't know any influencers. Oh, Timothy, for some reason I can't see your comment, but I will keep an eye out for it. Barry and Loz were a great combo.
I really enjoyed working with Barry. He was great.
Very unfortunate about that freeze.
Yeah,
on him
I'm glad that froze on him and not me.
crotch.
You guys see that? Barry with his hand right on his crotch.
I saw some funny memes that was like, this is basically representative of Segi TV, and it's Barry with his hand on his crotch. Oh dear. John, thank you for the super chat. Newish to Strongman and shows where how best to see, meet and greet athletes before or after. Thanks, enjoy your content. Depends where in the world you're based. That's a $sign. So assuming you're in America, I mean, the Arnold's is a great one for that. If you hang around after the show, the guys are on the stage and you can go on and see them. There's the Shaw Classic later this year.
There's Clash on the Coast. It focuses more on the under 105s, but they've got some good heavyweights that are going to be trying records.
Yeah.
Rogue Invitational.
Yeah, that would be sort of like Halloween weekend, isn't it?
October time. Yeah.
People get to meet and greet athletes there.
Yeah. Strongmen in general are really friendly.
Yeah.
The one bit of advice I'd give is if they're going out to compete, leave them alone. Wait till after the competition.
Yeah, definitely. You've had people like have a pop at you online, haven't you? I tried to get you to take a photo and you said no, but he was literally walking out to do an event. It's like, you've got to use a bit of sensitivity.
I'm usually pretty friendly. You know, some guy wanted a picture with me yesterday. I was like, come back afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I was literally waiting for the producer to tell me to go on the on the start of the stream. So
you know it's going to go mid-photo.
Thank you very much. It was really different for me doing yesterday's event. Obviously, I'm normally just the expert. Obviously, Barry, in this case, was the expert and I'm leading. But it was a cool, different role and I really enjoyed it. And I think there was some hiccups. We can't ignore that. There's certainly things from my point of view. I wanted things to be better. You found it really
hard, didn't you?
Just certain things were hard, just some of the timings and stuff, and things got changed last minute, which threw everyone. But yeah, we could have pulled off.
The audio was being recorded before the stream had gone out.
Yeah, the mic that kept going to the crowd. It should have been going to the
such
stream.
A good job that was in your area and like recording you, because you never really say anything stupid. But
I'm normally just joking about. Me and Barry were just kind of having a few jokes and stuff.
I dread to think what I might have said. Can you imagine? We can hear Liz. Alyssa, thank you very much for the super chat. Were you guys treated well during production? Yeah, were the best and most professional parts of the event. Yeah,
these guys always look after us and families and stuff like that, so we can't complain at all.
No, definitely not. Yeah, you were fine, weren't you?
Yeah,
I had a nice, I was squeezed onto a sofa with Martin and Terry. I'll take what I can get. Don's like, you can just wander around. I was like, I am wandering around. Have you seen my shoes? I appreciate the offer.
Some arm wrestling people in the house. I went and did some arm wrestling today with Larry Wheels, which was fun.
Yeah.
First time I've been back arm wrestling in a while.
No video of that, unfortunately.
There will be on Larry's channel.
Oh, there you go then. You have to look out for that there. How validated must Billy Nelson feel?
He's a great coach. You know, he was despite what was said beforehand, Billy is the most experienced person about boxing in that, the whole event. He's a very good coach and he kind of pretty much said what was going to happen.
Yeah. This is Leighton. Thank you for the super chat. I'm a big Eddie Hall fan, as we can see from your picture, but he let himself down with his Quasimodo technique. I think emotions got the better of him and he forgot his training methods. I think he was exhausted and I don't know. I've never been in that position. So
yeah, I don't think Eddie let himself down in the slightest. Eddie fought hard and
he gave everything he had.
He showed how much of firstly a tough guy, a tough man he is, and how much of a warrior he is. You know, he started to get hit with some big shots and he took them like a champ. He sprang up probably quicker than he should have. You know, I think maybe a more experienced boxer would have stayed down.
Enjoyed the nap.
just to compose himself.
Yeah.
But Eddie bounced straight up. He's got that big, powerful, thick neck.
Yeah.
He can take a punch.
That's
and he can
pride,
punch
though,
himself.
isn't it? I ain't staying down for a second longer.
Some of the stuff he said beforehand was ridiculous, and people have said, it was just building up the fight. There's genuine hatred between the two. Both of them in the ring, total utmost respect for. I genuinely mean that. They were both true warriors. They proved that they could make this happen and put it, make it a lot better than I think a lot of us expected.
Any idea who the professional heavyweights are that Eddie beat, Lasso?
No.
So I'm just stirring now. Love your content, Lozzie. That's nice. Segi TV did not work once for me. Unfortunately, a lot of people had issues, but there were plenty of heroes to the rescue, illegally streaming it on Facebook and YouTube.
It does make me laugh that some of you guys, and I'm talking about my friends here, messaging me, knowing I'm working on the show, wanting me to live stream it on my Instagram.
Yeah, Jim,
come on, guys.
My Instagram turned into like a Segi help desk. I had loads of people.
Hello, Auntie Liz here. How can I help you?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Like, they know it's down. They know it's crap. I don't think I can influence that. I had one person like do an audio call, try to call me to tell me that it was down. And I was
did
like,
as well.
I can't help you. I'm
Phone
so
being
sorry.
turned off now.
Yeah. Judah Kelly, thank you for the super chat. Speaking of Barry, we all saw him adjust himself.
He took it like a champ. Did you see his comment earlier?
Can we say what he said? Because that was a group chat.
Yeah.
In the group chat,
I'm sure he won't mind.
No, I'm sure he won't mind. He said, well, that's what happens when you've got a penis too big for your body. You've got to readjust it so you don't topple over.
He was a fun guy.
A
really, really good to work with.
He was on your knee at one point, wasn't he, Lazo?
Yeah, we were doing an interview for IFL TV. And he sat on my knee like a mini Loz.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, bless him. All organic Snorlax. I can't see your comment either, but I'm keeping an eye out for you guys. Good camera work, Lizzie. Always there. Thank you so much.
Who's been impressed with Lizzie's videos this week? You've done a very good job.
Oh, thank you. I've been criticised for not speaking to certain people, but it's hard because only like Eddie and his camp haven't been based here. Like Thor and that lot, I didn't see at all before the fight. I've only seen them when it's been really casual. We've been by the pool and I didn't have my camera. So maybe I should have been a bit better prepared. But I think, people say, oh, some of it's biased. But I just hung around with the people I knew and my friends because when Loz is working, it's what I do.
Not in a boxing match.
Loz, what would you take Thor on?
Well, I've taken him on in strongman before.
Yeah, but you're both retired now.
Maybe thumb war?
Thumb war, yeah.
Eating contest?
Against Thor? I don't, no.
General knowledge questionnaire?
Poor Thor, what are you saying?
Nothing. I'm saying he's an amazingly talented guy and I don't want to get in a ring and get punched by him.
Who's Lottie Moss?
Oh, there we go.
Auntie Liz versus Lottie Moss. I'll look them up. They keep saying it.
Yep.
Right. Where are we? Thank you, Mikhail. Just want to say you two were phenomenal leading up to this fight, and hats off to Thor. Rough start, but he stayed focused all 6 rounds. Thank you. I think Thor actually got better with each round. He started to look more comfortable.
He did. I thought the first round was really close between the two. Eddie clearly got the second round, and I think Thor won the rest of them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, look. Champ said Segi worked flawless for me. I've had some people saying
it was absolutely perfect.
Yeah. I mean, it was supposed to be able to handle 10 million, wasn't it? But they had over 1 million. So.
I think at one stage they had 850,000 on at the most.
Oh, was it? Oh,
but then you can watch you can watch afterwards and stuff. So viewing figures have been pretty high, I think, in total.
Hamid, thank you for the super chat. Can't wait to meet you guys at Tattooed and Strong. My wife and I are returning to the platform after kids. What are you thinking your lift, Loz? Thanks for the coverage of this fight. You're the best. Thank you, Hamid. Honestly, I'm not expecting anything huge from myself. Training's not been the best. Even like being here this week, I've been a bit all over the place in terms of nutrition. You got to weigh in, haven't you? Yeah, I need to kind of weigh myself when we get back. I don't think I put any weight on. I just haven't. Normally at home I'm eating 6 times a day. Here it's like 2 or 3.
I think if I can bench around 210 and pull around the 350 mark, honestly, I'll be pretty happy with that. I'm nowhere near my strongest at the moment. My goal at the moment is bringing my weight down, being fitter and healthier. It's quite funny. I put that photo up of me and Terry Hollins the other day. We've both lost a lot of weight. We're both trying to focus on new areas. And some guy commented, but you're not as strong anymore. We know we're not as strong. We're not trying to be as strong. Yeah. It's a different part of our lives, but we still enjoy training. And that's what Tattooed and Strong is for me. It's just like a stepping stone back into some lifting. I find just bodybuilding boring. And because I'm trying to bring my weight down, having that goal of competing at a different weight class has been good for me to keep myself accountable.
Loz has a sexy voice for commentary.
Thank you very much.
That was a bit too much.
Did you not like that? Did I do it for you?
No, actually I did, but you know, it's a public place. Timmy, thank you, Timmy. Eddie seemed to obsess over this fight. Do you think it will take him a long time to get over the loss? And might we see a more humble Eddie as a result? Do you know what? We've spent all week analysing like the different outcomes and how it's going to impact the guys. And I think we unanimously decided that it meant more to Eddie. Thor, like either of them would be devastated by a loss, but I think Thor would handle it better. I think Eddie physically handled it well at the time. He did that, like, do you know what I mean? He didn't throw a hissy or anything.
We went to see him afterwards.
We did.
And, you know, he was obviously disappointed.
Yeah.
Having stitches in his eyes, and you know.
I think this is going to be hard for him. It's going to be difficult. Like, you know, you think about all the talk and everything. It's you'd be gutted, wouldn't you? He seemed to genuinely think he was going to win, you know.
They're both such proud alpha males.
Yeah.
They believe they're the absolute best. That's just giving someone some advice. I think sometimes you just got to let things go.
Yeah.
Because I think the only person that's going to get eaten up by it is Eddie.
Yeah.
Thor's going to go on with his life.
Yeah.
If Eddie can let it go and focus on himself, he's got so many amazing opportunities ahead of him.
Yeah, he's got a great family, and you know, he's very privileged in lots of ways. So hopefully he can just get over this quite quickly, because you know, don't want to see him consumed by it or anything.
No, not at all.
You know, and I feel for Alex, and well, I don't need to feel for Kelsey because Thor won, but I felt terrible for the wives because they were. You
spoke to both of them, and they're both such lovely people.
They're very sweet, and I just thought, oh God, this is going to be terrible for one wife. So it's not Jesus, is it? Is it Jesus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine Shaw versus Thor in a boxing ring. Thoughts?
Right now, Thor would win very easily.
Yeah, right now.
But again, Brian's a great athlete as well. Give him 2 years to train.
Yeah.
Who knows how good he'd be. But Brian's not really the aggressive type, and I don't think Brian would step into the ring. No,
I can't see it either. But Brian's one of those people that's so technical and meticulous. I think he'd really absorb it and want to do very well, wouldn't he?
And Brian's the kind of person who wants to do well at anything he does.
Of course.
And I think if he wanted to do it, I just don't see him going down that route.
Yeah. Here's a fun one. Is it just me, or is Colin Bryce always drunk?
Always drunk.
That's just how he is. That's just how he is. Do you know what? We were all drunk last night.
No. I wasn't drunk. You were drunk. I did have one drink. I don't really drink, but I had one before. I don't drink. But how many did you have?
Oh, I had like 10. I'm surprised I didn't need my stomach pumped. No, it wasn't that bad. But yeah, I just thought I need to drink to get through this.
With Terry and Martin, didn't you?
Yeah, we just went to the Irish Village before it all kicked off, and had many drinks.
You had a good night though.
Yeah. Oh, it was a great night. Question from Alec: is Europe's Strongest Man free to watch? It is not.
No, I think it's about £7.
Something like that. You can either watch it on Facebook or you can watch it through official.
I mean, it's free to watch if you want to wait till the end of the year. But if you want to watch it live, I think it's either £5.99 or £7.99.
Yeah, I think it's gone up a bit this year by £2. So yeah, not free to watch. But if you go to Giants Live, click on events, and you can see upcoming streams on there. Hi, Liz and Liz from Canada. Hi from Dubai. Oh, here we go. What's this? Barry called Billy Nelson.
Billy Nelson came over. Yeah.
What happened?
They were just having a bit of banter.
Oh, okay.
It's
nothing to write home about.
No.
Okay. Loz isn't gossiping. I'll find out.
There was
later.
nothing. They were just having a bit of a joke.
Yeah. Is it expensive to travel to Dubai? Well, thankfully, as staff, this was paid for by Core Sports, presumably. But Dubai is expensive. Like the meals, the drinks, it is expensive, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fuel's cheaper.
Yeah, but we don't have our car here, so it's no bloody good to us. But I guess it means things like Ubers and stuff are a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that might be cheaper than the UK. Ubers. Oh, look. God bless. Liz said my name right. God, that must be a first.
Well done, Liz.
Thank you.
You're getting very good with names.
Am I?
Yeah. Well, you're usually corrected and then you remember, whereas I'm corrected and I forget.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Normal. When are we seeing the tattoo getting done? I don't think now's the time to bring it up.
Let's not kick a man while he's down.
Do you think he'll get the tattoo?
I think if he wants a rematch, Thor will make him.
Yeah, that would be like a term and condition.
I really don't think they'll bring it up. I think both are a bit.
I think it would show like really good strength of character for him to get it. Like just on his ass or something. No one is going to see it, and like he could eventually quietly get it removed.
You'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. Sure, Alex doesn't want to look at that.
No.
Do you think the delay affected them? Question from Sai. No, just
it'd probably just give them a bit. No, I wouldn't say chill time. Maybe more nerve time.
Yeah.
But no, they're used to that with strongman and other sports they've done.
Yeah,
it's not the first time something has been a delay for them.
Yeah. I was about to click on that and then probably shouldn't. Let's have a look at this from Stu. Thank you, Stu. What do you think about Eddie and Robert UK versus US event coming soon? Will you guys be there? PS, awesome videos on the Run to the Fight Top channel. Thank you, Stu.
We don't know a huge amount about the team comp yet, do we?
We know the basic premise of it, but it's changing all the time. It's still so the idea is the general idea: USA versus UK, a mixture of men and women, and potentially weight classes as well. But it would be like, these are the events, and the guys would throw in an athlete for each event to go up against an opponent. So very different format, something that's more just fun than anything else.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very much focused on fun, nation versus nation, and Eddie and Thor have been announced as the captains.
No,
sorry.
Eddie
and Oberst have been announced as the captains.
Oh, his organic Snorlax. Eddie looks sweaty this entire time.
Well, he's a big man and he sweats.
Yeah.
Most strong men are going to sweat a lot. Most people in a boxing ring. You're
sitting here, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, we're in Dubai, even at night. The humidity is, it's not as bad as it was last time we were here, but the temperature is hot. And, you're talking about 140, 150 kilo men. They're going to sweat. I will say Thor looks slightly fitter, I thought, out of the two of them. And one thing, if you've ever done boxing, I think sometimes a lot of people comment and they've never done boxing.
Yeah.
If you swing and you miss a punch, it's really tiring. Missing a punch is a lot more tiring than actually connecting. And then you think about the size of the muscles that you have. I know I've done sparring, and I know within 2 to 3 minutes I'm dying. It just, when the bigger your muscles are, the quicker they burn up lactic acid, and that's why boxers are slim and fast, and they're not trying to have huge amounts of muscle.
Nimble. Here from Sarah. Heard you chatting before the match with the female presenter. She was complaining about her shoes, and you said she looked nice. I've heard that a few times. She was complaining about her shoes.
She was struggling with the shoes.
Was she? I was complaining about my shoes, to be fair. Here we go. Here's this from Rich. Thank you, Rich. Did you get a chance to speak to Eddie after the fight? And how is he?
Went and had a quick chat with him. Just wanted to congratulate him really on putting up a great fight.
He was literally led there being
stitched disappointed
up at the time,
naturally, but he was there with his family, and I think rightly so. He just wants to spend some time with his family for a little while.
Yeah,
it's been a big event. It's been a long time coming. This has been stretched out a lot longer than both sides probably wanted. I think. He just needs some family time.
There we go. Let's see. What have we got? There was a combination of left a very dehydrated. I'm panicking now. Dana White. Let's talk about Dana.
Talk about Dana.
Cockney Dana. Not my new mate. I've known Martin for 10 years. Liz looks so young and fresh. Do I? I feel old and haggard. I'm so tired. It's been weird because we've all been trying to adjust to the fact that the fight wasn't going to start until 1 a.m. So we've all been staying up late and sleeping in, and a lot of us are a little bit out of sorts.
Yeah. Loz, what other shows are you doing this year?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that.
Someone asked what other shows that we're doing. We're at quite a few shows. So we're at all the Giants live shows.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Clash on the Coast.
Clash on the Coast. We should be in the States
at the end of April. OSG later in the year.
OSG, hoping to be at the Invitational.
Rogue Invitational, yeah.
So yeah, most big shows.
Yeah, I know Magnus has talked about bringing us over for the Magnus and Classic later this year as well.
Yeah,
so,
we do have quite a bit on.
Yeah, and if Worcester do a competition, we'll be there for that. So
we spoke to them this week, and it looks like
that's looking very likely now. Loz hunky with beard or without beard? With beard. Yeah, depends on his body weight at the time because he carries a lot of body weight in his face. Is it? Oh, here we go. Is it illegal to stream a free stream? They couldn't argue loss of revenue. It is illegal because it's still copyright theft.
It's illegal. When they stream something, they're making money through the advertisement revenue that they make.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to stream any stream, I mean, you're basically stealing someone's content.
Yeah.
So
for example, this live stream is free to watch, blah, blah, blah. But if someone was to record this, put it on their YouTube and monetize it and make money from it, I could have I could do a copyright strike against them because they didn't make that video. That video belongs to us. So yeah, it is.
Learned about it. We keep learning about stuff all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy for someone to say, "Oh yeah, you're doing an amazing thing by posting someone's stream," but you're literally stealing from them.
Yeah.
So you do need to understand different things. So when someone is asking me to post something up on Instagram,
we could have literally been sued, but
for ridiculous amounts as well.
But at the same time,
as someone working for them, that they don't know who I am.
Yeah,
it's not like I'm just some guy in the crowd.
Yeah, I think we can all be sympathetic to the fact though that the stream literally did not work
for some people.
Yeah, for some people it did not work. So it's not different, but I get it in that.
It's always frustrating, right? You know, I wanted it to be perfect. It's why, like, you know, I've already spoken to the producers and the organisation about some of the issues that we were having in terms of front of house production.
Yeah,
because we want it to be as good as possible so people enjoy watching.
Yeah,
Liz smashing it.
Smashing what?
Liz's videos are great.
Oh, thank you.
Liz did awesome.
Oh,
look at all this love for Lizzie.
That's nice. Segi was shit. Uncle Loz was fab. Scott, thank you for all the on location vids. Really enjoyed it. Oh, thanks, Scott. We try and just like sort of bring people with us. Just like vlogging. Vlogging's my favourite.
You enjoy the vlogs, don't you?
I do enjoy the vlogs. A bit of variety in there, and yeah, it's just fun.
It's so funny when Liz is editing because she'll have her headphones on. She just starts laughing, and I'm like, "What is it?" You just always laugh at yourself.
I'm not laughing at myself. I'm laughing at whatever I filmed or something funny I said. Here we go. From Mikhail. Next time they should have a camera filming Loz's reaction to the fight like they do in the UFC for Joe Rogan. I've thought maybe there was because I still haven't seen the stream, obviously.
No,
I thought
maybe
there was a camera on you.
Yeah.
I know you were on at one point because people were like, "Oh, your arm looks good."
That was on the intro, I think. My arm was looking good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you out-angle little Barry?
Just about.
And Tiny Danny.
Tiny Danny.
Yeah. Alec, thank you, Alec. Thanks for the great content, guys. I'm with Inez here, and she says hello.
Hey, Inez.
Hi, Alec and Inez.
Inez is a beast in the nicest possible way. Inez, we think you're awesome.
Is the future of strong women. She just won the amateur Arnold's Open Women.
She
next
is a
year
problem
she's going to be
for all the pros.
She demolished every single event, and next year she is going to smash it in the pro women competition. We have absolutely no doubt.
We're looking forward to seeing her compete again, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm going to put on my Inez cheerleading outfit. And I'm looking forward to being able to film her in that show as well.
Lottie Moss is Kate Moss's sister.
Kate Moss's sister. Oh, wow, assuming she's an attractive woman. I can't even remember what we were talking about now.
No.
What's this? Did anyone see Devon Larratt's chaotic viewing party of the fight? No, but I want to.
I spoke to Devon. I haven't seen what he's put up, but did have a chat with him yesterday.
Oh, here's another one. Yeah, Devon Larratt's video was fun.
Yeah,
we're going to have to go and check that out. Devon is one of the most hilarious people.
Devon's brilliant.
And what you see when he sat there with his musings filming himself, that's exactly what he's like in real life, isn't he? Like, nothing changes with Devon. Yuri, thank you, Yuri. What if Eddie trained more technique? Maybe one?
He's had 2 years. I think Eddie trained hard. The best man won on the day. I'm not one for ifs and buts.
No.
You know, things happen in competition. If they had a rematch, it might be different. But he went in with some tactics. It didn't pay off this time. So maybe come in differently, maybe do things differently. People normally do in a rematch. You go look at mistakes that you made, try and put things right. But in strongman, in boxing, in every sport, ifs and buts don't matter. It's about what you do next time to put them right.
I don't know where Jeremy's been. Can anyone tell me who won the fight?
Someone please tell Jeremy who won the fight.
A little known man called Hathor Bjornsson. Dan John, thank you for the super chat. Love the content, Loz and Liz. Loz, are you commentating at the Shaw Classic?
No, I won't be at the Shaw Classic this year.
And that's the end of that chapter. Eddie should do sumo wrestling next. He has the cardio for it.
You guys are terrible, really. Some of you are.
Trying to goad us and it won't work.
I'm built for sumo, but I'd still be rubbish.
I saw you at the Arnold's, didn't realise you were so big, man.
I think the problem is when we're at home, well, me and Liz look about the same height, but when I stand up, I'm a lot bigger.
Yeah.
She's just got a really long torso and little diddy legs.
I've got tiny, funny little legs. But, yeah, I'm 5'7". What are you? 6'2"? Yeah. I tell people you're 6'3".
But I'm 6'2".
You're like the only person who's honest.
The only person that actually doesn't lie about their height. So I stand next to a lot of people who tell me they're 6'4" and I look them dead in the eye.
Yeah. Steady state. Thank you for the super chat. Segi didn't work out, but just listening to the commentary was a great way to enjoy the fight while I cooked. Great commentary. Thank you both.
Thank you very much.
That's nice. It's a shame that the stream was so crap because it could, you know, it was a free event.
I think it was really good for a lot of people.
Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't generalize.
A bit harsh there, but
sorry.
For some people, it didn't work, which is a shame.
Yeah, I think because you only normally hear the bad stuff.
Yeah, normally people don't comment when it's good.
If it's fine, they don't say anything.
Or they'll comment if it's incredible.
Yeah.
And they'll comment if it's bad. But if it's somewhere in the middle,
they don't say anything. Yeah. Which one do you want me to click on? There we go. Oh. Like I said, Lars and the Pair of Legends. Thank you, bless you. Who's this? Alex. Is Graham Hicks still doing Tattooed and Strong?
As far as I know, he is, but I'm not 100% sure. But if he is, he's going to, Hicksy. I'd love to see Hicksy focus on a big bench right now because he's got his issue with his groin. So he's struggling with strongman. He's struggling with deadlifting and squatting. It's a perfect time for him to do a huge bench press. He could probably bench 300 kilos. Yeah. He's awesome.
Julie, thinking Terry is looking fine.
Terry's looking good.
We've had to deal with him around the pool, spraying his oils and rubbing him into his chest and everything.
Making sure he's happy with his outfit.
Yeah.
He is looking good, let's be honest.
Yeah, no, he is, to be fair to him.
Especially when you think of how he looked a few years back.
Yeah. So 2015,
really
16.
Done amazing.
He's done a great job. Yavid, I unfortunately cannot see your comment, but hopefully see it very, very soon. Ooh. XBT. I think the next obvious strongman fight is Big Loz versus Big Z.
Where does this come from?
Can you imagine Big Z fighting? No.
I can imagine him like moving around the ring.
Oh my God, he would actually float like a butterfly, wouldn't he? But I'm not sure he'd sting like a bee.
No.
But he would glide around. No, I can't. No.
It's just, no.
No, that's not
Big Z versus Big Loz in a strongman, in a boxing match is not going to happen.
Oh God, imagine how horrible they would be at selling that fight.
Yeah, imagine how bad the smack talk would be.
Zadrunas, do you have anything to say to Loz? No, I am very happy. And it will be good fight. It would be rapid. You wouldn't be any better.
No.
Got a lot of respect. He's the GOAT. Tom, I don't know what you've said, and I'm so sorry.
Sometimes it's just a sticker, but thank you,
Yeah,
Tom.
sorry, Tom. Leighton, I'll be in Cardiff in August for Giants Live World Deadlift Championships. Will you guys be there? Also, do you think anyone will lift the 505? Thank you, Leighton.
We will definitely be there.
Be there with bells on.
I personally don't think anyone will lift 505 this year. I think we're going to...
I'll be cheerleading for Rauno. I will be in Camp Rauno. What about Mitch Hooper? Because he's doing this competition, isn't he?
That'll be good. No,
No,
I don't think anyone's going to lift 505.
Okay.
But I'd love to be proved wrong, which is always the case. When I say I don't think someone's going to do it, doesn't mean I don't want to see it.
No.
I'm just one of those annoying people that says what I think rather than what I hope.
Yeah. Let's see, what else have we got here? Oh no, I'm definitely not going to click on that one.
Are you avoiding some of these?
Well, some of them are a little bit provocative. So, Dan, thank you, Dan. I was really impressed by Eddie's defense. The way he was stopping Thor's punches with his face was a solid tactic and played out good in the end. Do you know what? I saw some pretty quick head movements from Eddie. I think he actually
fast feet, fast head movement.
Yeah, it
doesn't make sense to not have your hands up, but
no.
Do you know one thing with us strongmen? Defensively, we can't bring our arms together. Thor can, but most of us kind of have terrible mobility. So you try and get like that, you just get punched in the face.
Yeah.
So he was trying to focus more on quick head movements and then try and catch Thor with a big overhand.
But it just didn't.
Thor boxed really well. He tactically was good, and other than a couple of early shots, he sort of figured out the range.
Yeah. There you go, Lozzie. In a year's time, you don't qualify yet, but the Masters British bench record is 230 and deadlift is 313 for classic. There you go. Something to think about next year when you're a master. Yeah. He's like, I could do that.
The deadlift is very doable.
Yeah.
And I've benched 230 before, but
not in powerlifting conditions.
I have. Well, I did.
It was in the gym though, wasn't it?
I did 227 and a half in powerlifting.
Okay.
500 pounds. So
all right.
2.5 kilos off. I did do 230 in the gym, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Terry Holland's former British strongman. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. Brian Shaw is too heavy. Obviously, talking about Brian. Well, Brian Shaw is too nice.
This is very true. I agree.
I miss Fat Terry. He wasn't any happier fat. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't like a jolly fat guy. So he's still the same Terry.
Actually, Terry's a lot more chilled these days.
Yeah, I think that's not because of his weight. That's more the fact he's not competing anymore. Yeah. Grizzly versus Thor.
Me and Terry are both more chilled now that we don't compete.
I think, anyone who's retired would be more chilled. Oh, Yavid, why did Eddie use his son as a human shield? I don't think he was trying to hide behind Maximus, if that's what's being implied here. I don't know. It's not a choice I personally would have made, but I'm not Eddie as a parent. So
personally, I wouldn't have had my kids in that situation, but you know.
Max wanted to be with his dad. His dad said it was fine. And that's a choice that they made as a family, you know. Whether it's right or wrong, that's not really for any of us to say, is it? Because he's not our child.
You have to understand, we've got an autistic son, and Max is autistic.
He's
so
ADHD.
So just having the comfort of family sometimes just makes you a bit more relaxed.
To be fair, he looked like he was having the time of his life. And when he was crying afterwards, he was crying just because he wanted to be with his dad. His dad had gone off over there. I want my dad, you know. I know Eddie said about, it's because Thor made him cry. But that was hype, that part of it. It was, you know, it's their choice at the end of the day, whether or not it's what we would personally do. We cannot speak for Eddie. Oh my God, Liz was crazy drunk all night. I hope this isn't someone
you were
who
crazy drunk. Liz.
I wasn't crazy.
Drunk.
I managed to film and interview people. I couldn't have been that hammered.
Crazy drunk.
Crazy drunk. Ryan, thank you, Ryan. Time for the stone off to be replaced by boxing, eh?
I'd rather that.
I would rather that. I hate the stone off so much that I would take a boxing match or sumo wrestling, arm wrestling, anything over the stone off. No, not after what happened to, what was his name? Megamind?
Megamind. Mega Man.
Oh dear. Good question, Yavid. Yeah, thanks, Yavid.
Martin Thor versus Thor would be good.
Yeah.
There is talk. potentially.
For those that don't know, Martin Ford is he an actor?
Yeah.
Like, I recognise him
Martin
visually,
Ford's been in a lot of films.
Okay.
Big athlete. He's a cool guy, to be honest. And
He's
supposed
really
to be
nice.
He's supposed to be having this boxing match against the Iranian Hulk, which, you know, these celebrity boxing matches are a bit dodgy sometimes. At least Thor and Eddie was competitive. That will not be competitive.
Oh, God.
Martin Ford would kill him.
He's going to fight that little Iranian guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, the little Iranian guy isn't the same guy that appears in his pictures.
No, he's airbrushed, isn't he? Photoshop.
I don't think that fight should happen. Martin will be the bully if he fights that guy. I don't even think Martin wants it anymore.
He must be like 2 feet taller than him. How would he reach?
That should not happen. But Martin against Thor, maybe.
Have you ever been to Australia, Lazo?
No, but I would love to. I really, really want to come to Australia.
I clicked it and it's disappeared. There you go. Yeah. No, I've never been either.
We need to come to Australia.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it. We're going to make it happen.
Someone needs to invite us. Someone hold an event, please. We'll come. Okay. Don't get me started about gas. Yeah, we're all suffering right now. It costs £90 to fill up my car. £90, that's what, $130, $140?
£90 is cheaper than it costs to fill my car.
Oh, wow. It's your fault. Julian Blake. Thank you, Julian. The fight was fun, but hopefully no other strongmen have a go at boxing. Thanks for the great content and lives over the last few weeks.
Thank you, Julian.
Yeah, I've had enough of boxing, to be honest.
Look, it's been a fun week, and, you know, it's been nice to be asked to be a part of this, but I'm desperate to get back to strongman.
Yeah.
That's what I love.
Thankfully, 2 weeks time, we've got Europe's Strongest Man. So as soon as we get home, we're going to start talking about that instead. We just thought
Europe's and then Worlds. There's quite a lot of stuff coming up now. So it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I just thought we all needed like a group therapy chat after the fight just to sort of come together. And, you know, Sarah, love it when Thor called you Loz, Liz. Oh, that was so funny. I cut the camera immediately, but we burst out laughing. He was like, yes, thank you, Loz. Oh, Liz. Bless him, it's fine. English.
He'd just been getting punched in the face.
Yeah,
to be fair to him.
I did say to him, well, you've just took a hit. It's not a problem. But yeah, I thought his answer was really nice, actually. Because I said to him, like, will we ever see you back in strongman? He said, I really love the sport, but I love my family more. And I saw a question from someone who said, what did he mean by that? Is he insinuating that strongman is more dangerous than boxing? But I think what he meant was, I don't want to be that size anymore. I don't want to have to train that heavy anymore and put my, you know, risk the injuries and competitions. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that it's life consuming being a strongman, isn't it? Not that boxing isn't, but
I think it's just a little bit more, he's focusing more on fitness. And
yeah, he's healthier boxing than he was.
He's like 55 kilos lighter than he was.
Yeah.
When he did that 200 kilo, when he did the 501 kilo deadlift.
Shaw just wants his 5th title. I don't think he cares about boxing at all.
I totally agree with you, Ryan.
I would eat my hat if Shaw ever announced he was going to do a boxing match.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure his wife wouldn't let it happen.
No. Hooray. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Love you guys and your mindset. Not really on topic maybe, but you said you arm wrestled with Larry. Are you going to continue and focus more on arm wrestling?
Yeah, I want to do some arm wrestling. I'm just enjoying training. Like, I really just want to do things that I like. And I've got this push-pull powerlifting comp in a few weeks, and then I'm going to start training a bit more arm wrestling. I may potentially have a super match later in the year against a former strongman as well. But that's, again, it's just fun. You know, we don't hate each other or anything like that. It's just a bit of fun.
You may even train together for it.
we trained together today.
Yeah.
So it's just, for me, it's all about enjoying training. I've trained for 25, probably since I was 3, I've done some type of sport. So for me to have nothing to train for is really weird. But I'm not putting that pressure on myself trying to be a pro strongman. That's the difference. Still train 4 times a week in the gym, but I've got all these other things going on. And I don't want to go back to just solely focused on trying to be the strongest man.
Okay. And from Mikkel, thank you, Mikkel. What do you think is next for Eddie and Thor?
I think they've both got movie roles to look at. There's business opportunities. I think Thor wants to continue with boxing. I'm not so sure on Eddie. But I mean, talking to his family, they seem to think he does want to do some more boxing. But I think immediately, just a little bit of chill time.
Holiday, I think, is what they all need. And a nice bit of a break from it all. And just turn off social media. Put the phone down would be the best thing for all of them. Billy Goat Frenzy. What am I reading? Okay. Alex back. Thank you, Alex. What do I got to do to make sure my girls represent Team USA at the team comp? Loves. Haha. I coach Inez, Gabby Dixon, Forfeit Worlds, and Erin Murray. That's a hit squad. They could be in with a chance. I mean, we've been talking to Colin Bryce unofficially, just sharing ideas, and we've put names out there, and I can promise you some of your girls for some of the names, but there's a great pool of athletes to pick from in America. So
I think at the moment the issue is probably you're only going to get one female athlete.
Will it?
I think so. I don't know. At the moment, I don't know how many athletes they're having, whether they're going to have.
I don't think they know exactly how many.
They literally know that they've got Eddie and Oberst. That's what they know for now. Yeah. Nothing else has been confirmed. So, he's mentioned to me about coming, but there's nothing organised or anything like that. So it's just a matter of keep doing what you're doing, get the girls to keep winning, keep making sure they're being noticed, and opportunities will come. Things are improving on the women's side.
Definitely.
It's slow, but it's improving, definitely.
And we both spoke to Mark and Don, actually, from Worst. And we're like, if you're going to do a women's comp, please talk to us about the women, because we've been getting more involved. We know who's who, what they've achieved, and we would love to help you pick the best 10, 12, 15, however many it is, women for the competition. So, we're trying to get in there, but there's only so much we can do. Obviously, it's people's shows, they'll do what they want, but we are always here for consulting, aren't we, Lozzie?
Absolutely.
Here's a question. Will Novikov be Europe's strongest man? He will. Yeah, he
Novikov
will. And Pavlo Cordiaca. So apparently they are allowed to leave. There are certain exceptions where...
if you're a professional athlete.
Yes, and being a professional athlete, going somewhere, competing, flying the flag of Ukraine, they are going to be able to leave the country to compete. And
there's not actually been that many changes to Europe, has there?
No. Luke Richardson is out. Shane Flowers is in. I don't know. Is Mateusz?
I think he's out.
He is out, but has it been publicly announced?
It has now.
Yeah. No, I think it is out there. I think I saw it on Reddit that people know that Mateusz is out. And to be honest, normally I'd be like, no, but actually I think that's good. I would prefer him to concentrate on World's Strongest Man. So a couple of changes, but we are going to have the Ukrainians there. Loz is waiting for an invitation to Forca Bruta 2023. I believe in you, bro.
I just want to go to Brazil, so I'm going to say yeah.
Oh, yeah. You'll have to fight Rauno for a position. He loves that. Okay. I thought you'd missed some stuff. That's fine. God, how far behind are we on comments? Eddie's always sweaty. People talking about Segi, but I think I've condemned them enough. Do you think we will see a 501 plus deadlift? Thank you, Jonathan.
Eventually, yes, I do. I don't know about this year. There's obviously talk of the 505 at the World Deadlift Championships, but that's a big weight. The only two men that have ever gone over 500 so far are the two men that were boxing yesterday. So it shows the talent that was in that ring.
LOL, Lars. Almost everyone here knows nothing about boxing, me included. I think that's why I've been a little bit like, I don't like not knowing stuff.
It's why, to be honest, before the fight, I kept trying to find proper boxing experts. I was going off their advice rather than strongmen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't listen to strongmen's ideas on it of who looks best if they've got no boxing experience either.
Well, I said before, I thought if it was a boxing match, Thor would win. If Eddie could catch him early, he had a chance. And Eddie did catch him early, but couldn't quite finish it.
Loz, what top was this? Hold on. Love your blue t-shirt with purple sleeves you wore in your day 3 video. Where can I get one? What did we do day 3? We went to the gym, didn't we? Beanosh Gym. Not my type of gym. To be fair,
don't you
no
like about
gyms
it?
are my type.
You don't
of
like any
gyms.
gym, Lizzie?
No, it's too big. There's too much equipment and too many people. Honestly, like if you're into the
We like
Dubai
our nice,
scene,
quiet little gym, don't we?
I would rather go into an outdoor yard that's got dirty barrels and a rusty old yoke in the corner. Like I'd feel more at home there. It's very influencery is what I'm trying to say, even though it's not a word.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where that top is
I
from because I
can't
don't
remember.
remember what you were wearing.
I don't remember what I wear. I'll try and find out for you.
Eric, thank you for the super chat. Pujanovsky versus Thor would be very, very interesting to see.
That is potentially possible as well.
Yeah, because there was talk of that happening when Eddie got injured, and it ended up being Devon versus Thor. But it was just such short notice; they couldn't get the contracts to align at that point. They couldn't agree on a few of the clauses, I guess. But yeah, going forward, it's a possibility. That would be interesting. Because especially if it's boxing, well, it has to be boxing, doesn't it? You can't have Chuck Thor in the octagon, can you?
Absolutely. Very quick one on my training. Mr. 100 rupees. Loz, what are your calories in training like right now? About 3,000 to 3,500 calories a day, and training 4 days a week. 2 days that are heavy, focused on benching and deadlifting, and then 2 more rehabby assistant type workouts a week as well, which I'm feeling pretty good on. My body feels nice, and strength is just slowly coming back. I'm nowhere near my strongest, and people keep saying, "Oh, you know, why you're not as strong as you used to be?" I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to enjoy my training, improve.
Your body's been through a lot as well, hasn't it?
And just have fun. But yeah, about 3,500 calories on a training day, maybe a bit less on a non-training day. Bringing my weight down slowly. I'm about 141 kilos right now. Maybe 2 or 3 more than that after this week.
Yeah.
a bit of water retention, some extra carbs.
Ricky, thank you for the super chat. Eddie actually put a short stream saying the better man won. Hopefully we see a return of fun, Eddie.
I hope so. You know, there were some fun bits pre the fight, but there was a lot of stuff that was really hard to watch. And I like fun, banter, you know, just stress-free Eddie. It was good. And I watched his, and I commented on it actually, his video he put out afterwards. Took it like a man. You know, and hopefully,
can't ask for more than
hopefully that's it, and he's done with it, and he can move on with his life.
Yeah. Lights are on, no one's home. Thank you for the super chat. What was the final monetary bet between Eddie and Thor?
Who knows? They were
talking about $1 million. Well, Eddie was talking about $1 million. Thor told him you're crazy and irresponsible. But Eddie said he was going to donate $1 million if he lost, and apparently he owes Larry Wheels 10 grand as well because he did a bet with him. So
I did see Larry post that.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was a bit soon. He'd be knocking on his hotel door. I've come to collect. But yeah, I think that would go down well, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Larry's looking good right now for his arm wrestling.
You saw him today, didn't you?
Yeah, he's feeling powerful.
Is he? How is he? Was he
good.
Chill?
He's good, and he might be doing a strongman comp as well this year.
Yeah, watch that space. That would be crazy if he does. I can't imagine it because Larry's a big, strong guy, but he's small next to strongman.
There's a picture of him next to me, Terry, and Rob today.
Yeah,
and he looks small, but he's very strong.
He is strong, but will his body handle those weights?
I think gym strength, he's very, very good. He may struggle a bit more with the events.
Yeah.
So like squatting, deadlifting, benching, log pressing, he's really good.
Yeah.
I think yokes, frames, those type of things where he'll struggle a bit more.
Here we go. Safari Slayer. You were the only reason they watched, Lozzie. Thank you for staying factual, informative, and still entertaining. We do our best. It's really hard. It's hard to cover something like this without offending some people. You know, I said to them, I felt dirty covering it because people were like, this fight. And I'm like, God, should I still be putting videos out? But people were watching them. So there is interest. It's just we love to have a moan, don't we? I'm no exception. There you go, Lozzie. Happy New Year. It's Iranian.
Eid Shemon Mobarak. Thank you very much.
Check that out. There you go. What, you're speaking Farsi?
Yeah.
There you go. Tell them never to use Segi again. Segi worked all right for some people.
Segi worked for me. Ryan Kim there.
Hold on, let's get some evidence of this. There we go. Thor told he could be returning to Strongman in 2023. He did say to me after the fight,
if I put him on the spot, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh yeah, was that to you? Yeah. He said if he did do it, it would be at his current body weight. He wouldn't get bigger again for it. So I mean, he still weighs what 150 something kilos.
It's 152 kilos. Yeah.
Heavier than you now. So yeah, but I guess it's gonna.
He still felt pretty strong. He put this big arm around me, and I was like,
he was leaning on you, and you were like flipping egg.
I need to do some more yoga practice.
Yeah, so you can drag him around. There we go. And hold on. There we are. Look, 2023. Loz competes at Forza Bruta, and Thor comes back to Strongman. What a year that would be.
That would be fun.
Would you do Forza Bruta? Because it's only like 3 events, isn't it?
I could have my arm twisted to do that.
Yeah, depending on the event.
Definitely.
Stray Hydra Blade, thank you so much for the super chat. During the documentary Eddie released, Brian Shaw was shown breaking down in tears. I really want to see him get his 5th. What about you guys? Yeah, I think that's just a testament to what a
Brian
heart on his
wants
sleeve
it
guy
so much.
he is. Yeah.
Obviously, I was there in 2017 in that competition, and Brian's he wants to be remembered as the best ever. So he wants that 5th title. Personally, I don't think he's going to do it. I still think he's dangerous.
Yeah.
But I just think last year was probably the chance. I think when he came second to Tom, that was maybe the last chance. He's in his 40s now. It gets harder every year. This year's going to be harder again because you've got Ulysses back, you've got Kinishkovsky back. The younger guys are getting better all the time. So he's going to need a bit of luck, but he's still dangerous. There's one thing about Brian. He's going to be training hard.
Yeah.
He's going to give it his all, and he's managed to make the final. How many years in a row now?
12. Yeah.
That's just insane. That consistency of making the final every single year for that long. That's a dangerous strongman.
Definitely. Ben, thank you, Ben, for the super chat. Hi, guys. Love the content. What's the best way to contact Loz to discuss coaching? Ben, if you go onto the website, www.lawrenceshackley.co.uk, on the front page, there's a button that says, Let's Get Stronger or something similar. Click that. That would take you to the coaching front page. And then from there is a contact button where you can send an email if you just have a general inquiry that isn't answered on that first page.
Or you can just sign up.
Or you can just throw caution to the wind, sign up, and just love your life with Lozzie in it. So there we go. James Connor, thank you for the super chat. Hi, you taught me a lot at your seminar in 2017, Loz. In Opposite World, who do you think wins the strongman 1-1 between Fury and Joshua? Oh, so if 2 boxers came over.
Oh, if they did strongman.
Oh, definitely Tyson Fury.
Do you reckon?
Tyson Fury looks like he could, do some deadlift. He looks like a skinnier Andy Black.
Joshua looks built.
Yeah, but no, I reckon Tyson Fury looks like he's got that. Do you know what I mean?
That strongman look.
Yeah, because he's not ripped. Don't you think?
I think Joshua's the stronger guy of the two in terms of physical strength. I personally think in a boxing match, I think Fury wins. But I think in the gym, Joshua's stronger.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's just because Tyson can't be asked with all that?
Maybe. He's just not fussed by all that. Yeah. He's proven, it doesn't.
I would love to see it, just like a sort of.
It'd be cool.
A novice competition.
Have maybe like 2 strongman coaches training.
Yeah.
Well, I'm up for that.
Do like a 300 kilo yoke. Do you know what I mean? 80 kilo dumbbell. Nothing crazy.
Like Liz talks about it like she can throw these weights around like they're nothing.
There are women that can do 80 kilo dumbbells.
Who?
Oh, isn't that? Victoria Long.
There might be, but 80 kilos
yeah,
is a serious
Victoria
weight.
Long can. Andrea, do you remember we were having a joke with her? She thought she could snatch 80 kilos. I'm not the only one that's crazy, clearly.
This woman is crazy. Liz can lift about 10 kilos.
Shut up.
Liz trying to close a number 1 Captain's Crush gripper the other day was funny. I did the number 3, and she's like, I can do a number 1.
No, I didn't. I said, would I be able to do a number 1? And you said no. And I said, well, let me try then. And I couldn't. So yeah, I didn't claim I'd be able to. Stop making me look bad, Lozzie.
You're managing that on your own, babe.
No, it's all in the fun of the stream. Right. I'm going to struggle with this one. Ewan, do you think World's Strongest Man will ever go live stream star? Thank you for the super chat.
No, honestly, I don't.
We discussed this recently, the issue of that, didn't we?
Yeah.
So if you think about how many people pay for a live stream, and then you think about the fact that the TV contracts are worth millions, World's Strongest Man would need some really, really big sponsors to, make up for the loss of revenue from the TV contract. Sorry, I need to cough. Oh. So right now it's just not financially viable for them to go that route. But obviously the bigger it gets, the bigger the sponsors are going to be attracted to it, because the more reach they have. So It's not to say it couldn't ever happen, but they're not at that point right now, are they? So I'm dying all of a sudden.
I need to bring this up. Elizabeth, has this person got the wrong person?
Probably not.
Did you have some disgraceful swearing yesterday?
I don't know. I don't remember swearing.
Liz doesn't swear that often, to be honest.
Someone else commented, loved hearing Liz swear, keeping it real. I don't even know what I said.
Were you just getting into it?
I've edited the video and I still haven't heard it. It might not have been me. It probably was. But I swear sometimes. I'm a real person. Mike's Viking Fitness. Thank you for the super chat. That fight was better than Mayweather versus McGregor. I was worried they would have the same kind of early stoppage controversy. Very glad the ref let them take the knockdowns and keep fighting. I
think we were all really glad to see that. I think a lot of us were worried, firstly, that we might not see a boxing match and we just end up into some kind of bedlam. But they managed
throw
to
in the chairs.
Yeah. And also, it's good to, I think if it got stopped a bit too early, there would have been
the online drama never would have ended. Can you imagine? I would have won, but it was stopped and this was wrong. And can you imagine the online bickering if it had been stopped? Yeah. Oh, it would have been a nightmare. Yeah, thank God that didn't happen. Uncle Eggnog. What a great name.
That's a brilliant name.
Thank you for the super chat. Amazing commentary, Lars. I have a first timer comp in June. If I send you the events on Insta, could you write me a 12-week program, paid of course?
You'd have to go to my website. Yeah, I get so many messages on Instagram that there's a good chance I won't see it. Go to my website if you're after coaching, click on there, and I do monthly blocks. So I coach people on a monthly basis, and you're able to cancel whenever. So if you just contact and say you just want to do 12 weeks, that's not a problem. I don't hold people's contracts that they have to stick to there for 6 months or whatever it might be. If you just want to do 12 weeks, then 12 weeks is fine.
Yeah, because it would be it all has to be managed in one place, because it would be a nightmare for you if it was all over the place, wouldn't it? That Marge Simpson meme.
That was quite funny.
That was funny. When I first saw that, oh God. But then I felt bad for laughing.
Yeah. I think you got to treat it as a bit of banter.
Yeah. As a commentator, what's on your general wish list from the production team so you can do your best? Oh, that's a good question, Noah.
The most important thing is understanding timings of everything. So why I got a little frustrated was I wasn't being fed the correct timings because of the delay. There was a change in the structure of the show. So some things that we were going to do got dropped, which wasn't a problem. But then the information being relayed to us wasn't as clear as it should have been. That was the main issue. As long as you know the ins and outs of adverts coming up, intros, etc., outros, the actual commentating of the event is the easy bit, because that's just natural. You just react to what you're seeing and ask questions, or if you're kind of the expert, you're kind of just answering questions. So just those ins and outs of timings for openings of the show, bits where you've got to kind of put competitions in when
it's really important for the professionalism,
just to make sure it looks
of
professional. Yeah, otherwise you end up feeling like you're getting cut off and just silly things like that.
Yeah, a little bit messy.
Trying to focus on what you're doing while someone's talking to you in the ear as well is a little distracting.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
You get better with it as you do more.
Timothy Roll, thank you for the super chat. Great meeting you at the Arnolds. Thanks for the photo. I hope Thor does not think he can smash Martin Ford like he said yesterday. Did he say that?
I don't know.
No.
There was a lot of interviews with Thor yesterday, so we'll see.
And he'd taken a punch, to be fair. Or he'd taken a few punches, a few haymakers, as they're called.
I think, look, if you're going to be a boxer and you're going to get in the ring, you've got to believe that you're going to win. Simple as that. If you don't think you've got a chance of winning,
you can't approach a fight like, well, I'll try. Can you?
No, you've got to believe 100% you're winning. And I'm sure both of them, if that happens, they'll both believe they're going to win.
Josh Wickner, thank you for the super chat. Loz, ever think of getting into acting? You have the voice and look for medieval roles.
Thank you. I've been in a few films before. It's excuse me, it's not really my thing. I was very lucky. One of my best friends is a professional stuntman, and he's got me into a few roles before. So I was in the second Kingsman movie. I was in
the Golden
Compass. Had some good roles in those, but it's just not really my thing. I don't enjoy it that much. Actually, when I won Europe's Strongest Man, I spent 5 weeks before that filming for for Kingsman. So I was up at 5 in the morning, long days working on the film set. Then I'd go stay at my friend's house who had a private gym. I'd train at his gym at midnight, have a couple of hours sleep on his sofa, and then I'd go to the studio the next day. Like for 5 weeks, that was my prep for Europe's Strongest Man. And I ended up winning Europe's that year. So it was tough, but it was fun to do, but it's just not really something that I'm it's not my aim in life to be like an actor.
Oh no, look, what have I done? Ines? Hey, thanks for awesome content. Could you elaborate on your comment after the Shaw Classic commenting that's the end of that chapter? Did something happen? No, it's just
we've not been asked to be a part of it, so it's
I said that because he gave such a short answer and I was waiting for more and it didn't come, so I was like,
sometimes you're just used to me kind of talking forever sometimes.
Yeah.
So when I give a short answer, you're like, oh.
Yeah, I panic.
Yeah.
I have to give filler. Stupid filler. But thank you for the super chat.
No, I think the Shaw Classic's a great competition. A number of my athletes that I coach are doing the online qualifier for it, which is really cool. And I think Brian Shaw's doing an amazing job with it.
Yeah. Paul, have you hung out with Eddie since the fight? No.
Just very quickly to go and see that he was okay and just say well done. But no. He just wants to be with his family today. I think he's probably flying back very soon.
Tomorrow morning.
If it was me, I wouldn't want anyone around me right now. No. After that, it's tough. It is tough.
Yeah, we literally popped our heads around, said hello, gave Alex a hug.
I find it hard when I lose a strongman competition.
This would be worse.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Oh look, we've got another Lawrence. Thank you, Lawrence. Any elaboration on why you won't be at the Shaw Classic? You'd add a lot of value.
Thank you very much. Literally, I've just not been asked. I think Shaw has other people that he's looking at using, and that's totally fine. It's nothing more than that. I've just not been asked to be a part of it.
Oh, come on, here's a juicy one. What was your reaction when Eddie told Thor's mum to shut up? I thought it was really disrespectful. He said, you need to quieten her down. I think it depends on each individual person. This is my answer. You can give your own. I would be upset if someone said it to my mum because I'm very protective over my mum. If they were like, you need to tell her to be quiet. In that situation, I'd find it like I'd get a bit mad. I probably wouldn't throw anything.
Do you know what? If it was me in that situation, I wouldn't have wanted certain family members in the room.
You couldn't have me in the room.
No, I probably wouldn't have had my wife, my mum, or my kids in the room. No. I'd want my coaches and my team that kind of understand you go into war. And if I was up against Eddie, I would know he's trying to get a reaction out of me. So I would be a real annoying bugger and just not say anything.
Yeah.
That would be my tactic. But people are emotional. And, someone talks about your mum, you're going to get pissed off.
Yeah.
If someone talked about my mum, she'd be stabbing them. She's a lovely woman, my mother is, but you don't mess with her.
She's a bit fiery, shall we say? Yeah. Oh dear.
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
For me, it would be my team that I'm training with. That's who I would take in there. I wouldn't take Liz in there.
Oh, I couldn't be in there. I'd be awful.
Completely different for a strongman competition because strongman you're not going against
try and
kill someone. But
no.
if it's like I say, kill someone, that's a bit.
I'm not sure I could even be in the same country. I couldn't be trusted. I'd be a terrible sport.
Yeah.
I would. I'd be like leaving out banana skins and doing loads of sneaky things. Break. Thank you for the super chat. Great commentary. Who do you think the 30th man chosen for the world's strongest man will be? Did you see Wesley Claiborne's 455 log? And will he get an invite?
I didn't see his log. I've not seen as much strongman this week. I need to get back into the swing of strongman. It's been all Dubai and the boxing stuff. But Wesley's a great. Wesley really unlucky. A few years ago, he should have gone to Worlds and tested positive for COVID.
Yeah, in 2020.
So he didn't get his opportunity to compete.
And since then, I mean, I know
didn't do that well at OSG.
No, which would have been an opportunity for him. And I don't think he's done any other official qualifiers, has he?
No, that's the problem.
The 30th is going to be announced sort of late next week, early the week after. So you're not going to have long to wait. Yeah. We won't speculate.
There's a few names being thrown around, but we shall wait and see.
Yeah. Right. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, please don't scroll. Okay. I can't cope when you scroll.
I'll give it back to you.
You scroll very quickly.
One of the members asking who they think will win World's Strongest Man this year.
Oh, it's so early to tell, isn't it?
World's Strongest Man is going to be that kind of question. Ask me once I know the events and the groups, because until we know the events, and there is rumors of the events being quite different this year, I honestly can't say. Obviously, there's names you expect to do well. Tom Stoltman, Lysis, Maxime did amazing last year. I'm hoping that we're going to see a fully fit Kiliashkovsky at Worlds this year. Brian Shaw, Evan Singleton. There's loads of good names. So it's going to come down to events, groups, events in the final.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors.
Yeah, injuries.
I mean, there could be some massive upsets in the groups this year because some of them are going to be absolutely stacked, and some big names aren't going to get through to the final. It's going to be emotional. Thomas, thank you for becoming a member.
We love our members.
Look, again. I know it's not but I feel bad for losing this. It's like they have to answer for all the stupid things Eddie did this week. We don't. And do you know what? We genuinely weren't like Team Eddie or Team Thor. You had to be impartial, didn't you?
It's quite funny because I get messages from people, oh, how are you so in favour of Eddie? And then someone else how are you so in favour of Thor?
I know, I had the same thing.
It's like I can't win.
No, you literally can't win. So you just got. But we've been, Eddie hasn't stayed at this hotel, so we haven't really seen much of him at all, apart from at the press conference. Said hello, had a chat with him there. Obviously spoke to him after the fight last night. But we've been chatting to Alex all week and making sure she's okay, and to his brother who's been staying here. Yeah. Obviously, we've been chatting to Team Thor. We don't mind. We're not going to answer for some of the things Eddie said or done.
I don't agree with a lot of the things that were said beforehand.
No.
But
Eddie's a grown man and he made those choices to say those things. Yeah. So, I don't think he feels the need to defend himself.
I'm sure he probably thinks about some of them afterwards and says, I shouldn't have said that. But it's not for me to, I've got my opinion, obviously. But it's like, I've probably said things that Liz won't agree with sometimes. Doesn't mean she's going to stop liking me. And
I know I say things you don't agree with. Dwight, thank you for the super chat. Loz, your training with Devon showed you have some skills of boxing and you downplayed the desire to box. But be honest, a part of you would love to test your skill versus another strong man.
I do.
Dwight?
I enjoy physical challenges of all sorts. So I've actually spent some time doing some sparring and I do enjoy it. Getting punched in the face isn't the most fun thing in the world, but it's a weird feeling when you suddenly get punched and it wakes you up. And actually, against the right person, yeah, maybe I could. I would find it hard to box someone that I liked. And if I was going to have a boxing match, I'm no boxer, okay? I'm an athlete. I could train and improve. I could get myself in physically decent condition. I do believe, give me 2 years training, I could get into pretty decent standard.
Yeah.
Not talking about being a pro, but
no.
If against someone of the same caliber, another strong man, something like that, I could do that.
Like Thor has done.
Yeah, absolutely. But it would need to be worth my while. I'm not going to do it for nothing. So, and it would need to be the right opponent. You
wouldn't be able to sell a fight.
I would with the right person, but if it's someone that I genuinely like and have respect for, I just can't fake hatred.
No.
So you just know with me, you'd be like, Loz is talking shit. So it would need to be the right person. And there's just not many people I don't like. So And again, if I was going to get in a ring and box, I'd want it to be worth my while in terms of financially. So we need Loz and Terry Hollands. I mean, Terry Hollands would be terrible.
Yeah.
We really would.
Won't be able to sell a fight to save
No.
life. Question from Paul: which strongman couple do you hang out with the most? We don't really hang out with strongman couples, do we? Because a lot of the time the wives don't come to certain events, and I mean, Hicksy and Kim.
Trying to think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think as well. Because how many? Like, I'm just trying to think for the most recent wusses, the guys that bought. Not many bought their girlfriends or wives, did they? Last year, the time before that, we had the kid. We don't really hang out with strongman couples, do we?
We hang out with everyone.
Yeah, it's more
like
bigger groups.
We've been hanging out with Martin and Terry quite a lot this week, and some people could say they're a couple. I'm joking, guys.
In Brits abroad, hasn't it?
Yeah. We get on with most people.
Yeah.
There's not many people that we don't like.
D, just wanted to say you do a great job as an online coach, and I appreciate all the tips, insight, and quick responses.
Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that.
Do you know who D is? Obviously one of your clients, but D doesn't say much.
I don't know from D now.
That picture says nothing.
Yeah.
Dear. It's all good fun. Iranian Hulk is a joke.
Sadly, I agree.
Sai, thanks for the super chat, Sai. Are any of you going skiing while you were there? Love to see it. My kids learn there and make a great video. Lars breaking his neck would not make a good video.
I don't think I should ski.
No, he's a bit heavy still. Like
I did some skiing when I was younger. Do
you remember when we went ice skating?
Yes, I do.
It wasn't good, was it?
I needed the penguin.
He needed the kids' support penguin.
The funny thing was,
funny.
I'm pretty good at most athletic things, and I used to be good at ice skating when I was a kid. So I thought, being there, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Ice
skating when you're a kid, and then ice skating when you're a 26-stone strongman, very different. Just agony being in. I don't know if it's because of how heavy you are, but agony being in those
shoes. Yeah, the skates are very skates are very uncomfortable. Yeah. Possible pilot deviation. Thank you, Big Z at Fighting Laws. I'm very happy. Boxing is good event for me. I have many trophies.
I must be good.
Can you imagine?
Very happy. I punch Big Loz in the face. I'm very happy.
I'm very happy.
He probably would be.
I'm very happy. No more boxing. Let's focus on Europe's. Don't worry, Ryan. It's coming.
It's coming. We're going to be talking about Europe's lots.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
It's all going to be about the hype for World's Strongest Man.
Yeah, there's lots coming.
All the over-analysing. We're going to know the final athletes. We're going to start looking at groups and events. It's going to be tight, y'all. Derek, thank you for the super chat. Love the videos up to the fight, especially the training session with Loz, Terry and Rob. What's your plans over the next few months?
We've got quite a few things coming up. So April's really busy for us.
Yes.
So first weekend of April, we've got Europe's Strongest Man. Second weekend, we have Tattooed and Strong.
Yeah.
Third weekend, we got anything?
Free weekend.
Free weekend. Mother's Day, is it?
No. That's next weekend.
Okay.
Fourth weekend, we've got Clash on the Coast. Mm-hmm. And then May is mostly about World's Strongest Man. There's no other one-day shows in May.
I think early May, I'm at an event at the gym.
Okay.
And yeah, World's Strongest Man. And then there's loads of stuff coming up.
Yeah. Loz, quick one. How strong are you as a percentage of your peak strength?
Varies on different lifts. So like bench press wise, I'm not too far off my absolute best. Squatting is way down because of injuries. I've only just started squatting again, but I am looking at doing a full powerlifting. My goal is, I'm doing Tattooed and Strong, which is push-pull, but this is very much a transition phase of bringing my weight down and just being fitter and healthier. My strength is nothing at the moment, but I want to do a full powerlifting meet maybe towards the end of the year and put up a big total. So my goal is to get down to about 135 kilos and then build up to about a lean 140. And then I want to try and hit something fairly big at 140 kilos. Bear in mind, last time I did powerlifting, I was 167 kilos. And then probably after that, I'll be done with strength and focus on dropping down to 130, 125 kilos, just being fitter and healthier. as I get older.
Giacomo Pozzoli, thank you for the super chat. Will Eddie start acting like an adult now?
I think he's, looking at the way he acted after the fight, he was really good. Look, I'm not going to defend some of the things that he said beforehand. I genuinely thought some of them were terrible. But he's a grown man. He can say what he likes. It's up to him. I don't have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with it. You guys don't have to agree with it. I think since the fight, he's acted a lot more sensibly. And I just hope he moves on and is happy with himself, because it's probably only him that's going to be eaten up by this.
Yeah, everyone else will move on quite quickly. It's him that it will stay with, and hopefully he just picks up something new quite quickly.
The fact is, Eddie's done some incredible things. I would have loved to have been the world's strongest man. And I think sometimes we can focus so hard on achieving these goals that once you do them, there's like this crash, and you kind of need something else to keep you going. So I hope he's okay and just doesn't let it eat him up.
Novikov, Europe's strongest man 2022.
He's definitely a man that's worth putting some money on.
Yeah, some fun events at Europe's this year as well. I'm really looking forward to the deadlift ladder and the power stairs particularly. Yeah. I think they're going to be brilliant. And obviously we don't have a clue what Novikov's prep is looking like right now with everything that's going on in Ukraine, but he proved at the Arnolds he's an absolute warrior, isn't he? We knew it anyway, but it just sort of cemented the fact. Finest Jelly Beans, thanks. Welcome back. You've done a chat with Colin talking about upcoming shows, etc. But what about one about the history of Giants Live and stuff, and maybe Andy Bolton? Do you want about the history of Giants
definitely.
Live?
We can definitely. We're always looking for ideas for videos. So if you guys have suggestions, please feel free to let us know what you'd be interested in watching.
Talking strongman with Andy Bolton.
Yeah, I'd love to. Andy Bolton, first man to deadlift 1,000 pounds. So
still lifting now as well.
Yeah, he is. Who is this random woman next to me?
Is she your wife? Someone answer.
For those that don't know this random woman next to me,
I'm a Dubai escort.
A cheap one.
What? You cheeky bastard.
Sorry, baby.
God, can you believe that?
She's just a strong woman or strong man expert that I get on the show. That's literally.
Yeah, I'm just a guest. We're neighbours.
Yeah.
Larry Wheels' interview with Thor is live.
Don't tell people that. They'll come
Dylan,
off here.
Yeah. What are you doing, Dylan?
Removed from the channel.
What have you removed? Quick, where's the timeout button? Piss and vinegar.
Thank you very much for the super chat.
Piss and vinegar, your super chat didn't show. No, that's
sometimes they're just stickers.
Oh, okay.
I think because we do it on here now, you don't always know.
Okay. Arm wrestling, big loss, Rob Frampton, arm wars. Arm wrestling, Devon Lorette. I need to tell you something. When you use a hashtag in a normal comment on a normal video, YouTube thinks you're spam and it hides your comments. They go to a holding area, and I don't go in that holding area very often. So just so you all know, don't use any strong slurs. Don't use hashtags. Don't use links, because they all go there. And then I get accused of deleting comments. And I'm like, oh, I haven't even looked at the comments. So yeah, there you go.
Mikey, thank you very much.
Lars, nice seeing you on TV at the fights.
I saw that opening screenshot. My arm looked good in the shirt.
You got your angles all right. You managed to out angle a 5'6" man and a 5'1" woman.
You're a piss taking bastard.
No,
she won't be my wife soon.
No, I will be the neighbour. You still need me for the YouTube channel. Spencer, your com has really taken off, and I really enjoy when you are. Oh, your commentary. What do you enjoy most about it? Any hopes to become an official commentator for it?
I really enjoy talking about strongman. What do I enjoy about it? Yeah, I enjoy having a role in the sport now that I've been able to move on from. Because as an athlete, it's really hard to give up what you love. And because I've got these other opportunities now, I feel like I'm still involved. So it's kind of filled that void of no longer competing. And I genuinely enjoy talking about strongman. I mean, working for Rogue is brilliant. Working on the Arnolds and the Rogue Invitational, they're an amazing company to work for. These guys here were some core sport, were the first people that gave me an opportunity. And just to see how things have taken off since I did that very first
one with Eddie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been really cool. And I do enjoy it. And I still get a bit nervous at the start because you're
still relatively new to it, aren't you?
I'm someone that likes to try and always do better as well. I want to try and improve and do better. And it's cool to try and get into different things as well. So I like a lot of sports, and I could see myself maybe commentating on in certain roles in sports. But obviously strongman is my main focus and what I love. And I like being the strongman expert that can, give you that inside knowledge, because for most strongman comps, I've competed at the Arnold's, I've competed in Champions League, competed in Giants Live, I've competed at World's Strongest Man. So I know how it all works behind the scenes. And I think I do a good job of bringing you guys into that and understanding what the guys will be going through.
We're gonna have to wrap up fairly soon.
Are you getting tired, baby?
Yeah, it's 1:30 a.m. here. Mikey, when I seen Eddie throw that one hook, it looked like he was trying to take Thor's head off. I wish one of those landed. I think that's exactly what he was trying to do, take off Thor's head, but it didn't pay off. I'm glad Thor's head was not removed from his neck, because that wouldn't have been good. But yeah, Eddie took a gamble with his sort of tactics, I guess, is the word for it. It didn't pay off. He was outboxed by Thor, but Eddie put up a great fight nonetheless. He took some big shots. He gave Thor a few as well, didn't they?
They both impressed me. They did, honestly. I know what it's like to spar and to get in a ring and do 6 rounds for, we can say, they've lost tremendous amounts of weight, but they were 142 kilos and 152 kilos. That's 2 big lumps going at it. And they managed to get through 6 rounds, and it wasn't a disaster. That was a good win for strongman.
Yeah. Jonathan Roy, thank you for the super chat. I'd love to see Thor enter an event like the Shore Classic without adding any weight. But is he the type to enter if he doesn't think he could place first?
I think the thing with Thor, he's got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
He's achieved everything he wants to achieve.
It would be interesting to see how he could do at this body weight.
I think Thor would still do well. He's not going. I don't think he wins at this body weight. He's probably, he would have naturally sacrificed a lot of his strength to bring his weight down.
He'll still be good at events.
But it'd be like myself. I could still hold my own in a strongman competition. I'm just not as good as I used to be.
Yeah.
And if Thor's not prepared to push his body to the limits, and this is what happens as you get older and you achieve things that you want to achieve, suddenly you get different goals in life. He's got a young family now. The risk versus the reward becomes less. And he's making more money through TV deals, films, this boxing, than he will through strongman. So it's just the natural choice for him.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Kyle, thank you for the super chat. Giants Live need to come to Cincinnati, Ohio. They are talking about coming back to America. Obviously, COVID these last couple of years have made doing anything in a different country really difficult, especially America when there was like a full-on travel ban. But yeah, they are definitely talking about for next year coming over to the States. So watch this space. Sean, love the fight. Great stamina from both. Lodge, your commentary for the fight was fantastic.
Thank you so much, Sean.
That's nice, isn't it?
Nice when people do nice comments, isn't it?
Dustin, thanks for the super chat. What was it Barry was referring to regarding what Thor said afterwards that wasn't sportsmanlike? What did Thor say? What did Barry say? What is it Barry
was referring to regarding? I think he was saying something about like a rematch and beating him again or something like that. I can't quite remember. I'd need to go back and watch it. But I think it was more to do with just not giving him a bit more respect.
But Thor not giving Eddie enough
respect. But I think they both of them did. They embraced in the ring.
Yeah. I was trying to lip read what Thor was saying. I'm quite good at lip reading.
I think at the time I did have someone talking in my ear and I wasn't quite paying attention to Barry.
Whoops.
I'll have to rewatch it.
The Infiltrator. Thank you for the super chat. Loz, who on earth is Eddie's trainer? To have a crab-like stance after 2 years of training is absolutely ridiculous. That trainer needs to pack it in.
I'm no boxing coach, so I'm not really going to...
Was it the coach or was it Eddie?
This is the thing. Eddie may have just decided he wants to do things his way. A lot of his corner, speaking to his brother earlier, said Eddie didn't listen to what he should have been doing. Or, and this is the thing. You can train hard and you can go with tactics, but you get in that ring and it can all just go out the window.
Yeah.
Panic sets in, you kind of
And you
adrenaline. And I train people for strongman, and we'll work on something, and then they go to competition and they revert back to what they did before because it's what they used
Maybe
to.
it becomes almost instinctive, especially in a fight.
Eddie's had a few like low-level boxing matches before where he wasn't really trained or anything in terms of skill. Sometimes when you develop habits, when it comes to that pressure situation, you do revert back to what you kind of know. I'm sorry if that's not the best answer they're looking for, but okay. It's the truth.
Well,
really.
You know, we don't know, do we?
No, I'm not a boxing coach, so yeah.
Super Rick Rock. Thank you for the super chat. Do you think Trey Mitchell is World's Strongest Man 2022 dark horse? Is amazing at a lot of events. He came 4th last year with 2 last place events. Love from Indiana.
Trey's a great athlete. He, I'll be honest, I thought he'd do better at the Arnolds than he did. But speaking to him afterwards, he did pick up a few injuries and wasn't in the best shape. And this is something we've got. It really does play a big part. The level is so high. If you are not in that top % of your ability, there's a real easy chance if you're kind of injured or just not quite at your best, you slip and drop a lot of points. So it all depends who's in shape at the time, what events are kind of in the competition. There's a lot of factors when it comes to who's going to win worlds this year. And,
you know, often strongmen have a small injury, like 50% of the time sometimes, isn't it? There's something going on. It's rare that, especially the longer your career goes on as well. Hey, the World's Strongest Man, thank you for the super chat. Do you want to do our group and events reveal? Yes, we do. Please go onto our website and you can send us an email there and my PA will be in touch.
Watch this space, guys, for World's Strongest Man and Big Loz Official working together.
Collaborations. Thank you for the super chat, Wells. Could have done a bit more than $2, but that's fine. No, I'm joking. Oh, the contract's off. Oh, dear.
Sure.
Great commentary for your first boxing match, Lars. How is your prep coming along for your powerlifting competition? Both keep up the great work.
I was sulking this week because I did a deadlift session and it wasn't as good as I'd like it to be. But I was traveling and working and eating.
Oh, no. Sex bots. We've got sex bots on the stream.
Let's just go past them.
Okay, no, I've got to put them in timeouts.
Sex bots.
Naughty sex bots. Right. Mike Spiking Fitness, thank you for the super chat. Loz needs jiu-jitsu in his life, not boxing, especially if you like the tricky parts of arm wrestling. Imagine extending that to your whole body.
No, I'd rather just focus on the arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu sounds far too dangerous for me.
Yeah.
My lack of flexibility would not enjoy jiu-jitsu.
No.
I did say, I was talking to Hannah from Core Sports. She does hot yoga. And I said I'd do a hot yoga session with her. That could be quite a funny going up.
Yeah. I'm guessing this is talking about if I was in a presser and you were going to be fighting OB, Liz would wedgie OB.
She'd do worse than that.
I'd do worse than that. His pants would be over his head. I'd cut off his beard. Loz versus Oberst. Some dislike that. None at all. OB doesn't like you, does it?
That's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah.
He didn't like a few things that I said about him getting easy invites to worlds and stuff.
And that Loz didn't think he was that great a squatter, but he proved us wrong by zeroing the squat. So
yeah. Anyway.
Alan became a member.
Thank you very much, Alan.
I might still be drunk.
You probably are.
Fodor. Hey, Mr. Loz, you should arm wrestle with those hands. Thank you for the super chat. How big are your hands?
Big enough.
They are pretty big.
Not next to Mark Felix's, though.
No one's got big hands next to Mark Felix.
Thank you very much, Neil. I think it's because Liz is drunk.
No.
Alan, we will definitely be at the Strongman Classic.
We will be at All Giants Lives this year, unless
backlift.
Someone decides to do a competition somewhere very exotic. Nicola, evening, Auntie Liz and Uncle Loz. Can't believe I nearly missed a live chat again. Well, we're glad you made it with us, Nicola. I know you are a regular. Oh, sorry if you covered it, I'm late. But what did Bazza mean on the back of Eddie's shorts?
I think it's to do with a friend of his. I honestly, I don't know the answer.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some
like a tribute to someone.
I think so.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
that's nice if that is the case.
Yeah, I think someone has answered it actually in there for her.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well done. Farmer Dave, thank you for the super chat. What's the single biggest mistake you've seen someone make in strongman?
That's a hard question.
There's many mistakes.
It's such a hard question to answer.
Single biggest mistake, like
I've made plenty of mistakes.
Got someone hurt maybe on a day. Think of something like that. Give us a juicy story.
Oh, it's so hard. I mean, have
you ever seen someone get crushed by something because they did something stupid? Or
there's been competitions that I've seen where things haven't been tested properly, which have caused injuries and stuff. I mean, I've made stupid mistakes before. I did a wheelbarrow at a competition where we were allowed to use wrist straps, and I didn't take any wrist straps out with me. So my grip almost held out, but like literally a meter from the line, I ended up dropping this wheelbarrow. I would have won the event. Instead of winning it, I went like 8th place or something.
Yeah.
So that was a stupid mistake.
Oh, and
but I never made the same mistake again.
No. Do you remember when you did Iceman and it was a truck pull on ice?
Yeah,
and
I didn't take any spikes.
No, only Tommy Lotta had spikes, but they didn't fit you, did they? No, that sucked. They fit everyone else, didn't they? Do you remember? I'm going. Oh, am I going the wrong way? Bainesbud, thank you for the super chat. Prime Kaz with boxing training versus Thor. I think Kaz would be quite similar to Eddie, not necessarily in technique, but in aggression and all that kind of stuff. And I don't think that really works, does it? Right, if you get a lucky haymaker in. I don't know. Why am I answering this? What do you reckon?
It's such a... I don't mean any disrespect by this, but it's such a silly question. You know,
well, it's one of those.
It's one of those
whataboutisms, yeah.
And I'm only
like,
really if I say anything and offend Kaz, he'll probably have a go at me.
It'd be sliding into your DMs. What are you saying, Lars?
I mean, Thor has done it and proven he can do it. Anyone else, we're just speculating. You know, Kaz was an incredible strongman. We can't. You know, that's fact. It was proven. Kaz as a boxer.
We don't know. Neon Underground, thank you for the super chat. No question, just wanted to say how exciting that fight turned out to be. Happy Thor won. We thought it was so exciting. Like, it's different when you're there in person, obviously. You get the atmosphere and everything, but edge of your seat stuff. It was, you know, some knockdowns and there was no clinching. I think a lot of us thought it was just...
That was really... that's one thing that really impressed me. I was expecting to see them lean on each other. Yeah, they were there to fight. They gave it 100%. It was just really good to see.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty much caught up. And I'm going to put... Where is it? It's moved.
Oh, sorry if that was you. So obvious. Lars just wants to go to sleep.
I'm not going to lie to you. It's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning.
We are absolutely knackered.
We didn't get much sleep last night.
No, we didn't.
We wanted to stay up late because we knew time-wise it's better in the UK and for America and stuff.
Someone snuck in his spreadsheet soon, enough boxing. I agree, Bron Shots. I agree.
The spreadsheet.
Master race.
Pre-World Strongest Man.
Yeah, we all
event
love it.
Parties are coming.
We complain, but we love it.
Oh, we do. And although I enjoyed the boxing, strongman is what I love.
Stop it, you sneakies. Jonathan Roy, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much.
Not strongman, but the biggest blunder I've seen in the strength events I watched when they misloaded the bar for Julius Maddox.
That was a big blunder, but I've seen worse. I've seen worse.
That was Julian, that was his people, his normal guys. I don't know if the pressure, the momentum of the event.
If you go and watch one of our training videos, Mark Felix misloaded the bar for Hicksley.
For Graham Hicks, yeah. Check out the video of Loz, Graham and Mark on our channel. It was last year. Yeah, something similar happened, but Graham pulled through.
And Graham still pulled it.
Yeah, he did.
Indeed.
Right. Good night to you all. Thank you so much for joining us.
We hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Thank you so much for watching all the videos this week. And like we say, from next week, we are back to Strongman. So looking forward to it. What was it now? It's quite late.
It's Monday, isn't it? What day is it?
It's Monday for us. So yeah, have an amazing week. We probably won't post anything tomorrow.
No.
We're gonna have it's our last day in Dubai tomorrow. We're gonna go and enjoy it.
Chill
out, and then we'll be back in the UK Tuesday. and then we'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Take care.
Smile and wave, boys.